All right guys, so today we're going to explain to you why track tension is important. From the efficiency that the machine is running, to wear and tear on the track, the sprocket, the idler wheels, all things why your track should be properly tightened. A track that's too tight will affect the final drive. I don't think it's just something that you're going to see relatively quick, but over time that you keep over tightening your tracks, I think you're going to put too much wear on the final drive, and then it's going to eventually strip it out or take chunks out of the gears, and that's something that none of us definitely want, because let's face it, this stuff is not cheap. So whenever I first got my first skid steer, I was pretty green. I didn't know how to tighten them and loosen them to the spec that they needed to be. You know, one time I'd get them and they'd just ride rougher than a cob. And then the next time, whenever I got in it, I had it too tight and I was like, this thing is hardly even moving. Why can I not get very much speed? Between that stuff and then, you know, turning quick, certain, you know, on uneven surfaces, I was popping tracks off all the time and just couldn't figure it out why. I ended up buying another set of tracks because I didn't have a clue what I was doing, and ended up my tracks were too loose. So having your tracks too tight, you'll get a lot of added heat to the track and the bogey wheels, which we do not want, especially if you're in travel mode and you're on concrete or asphalt. You know, dirt, gravel, that stuff helps a little bit because it's throwing dust, debris in the tracks a little bit, and it's kind of helping lube that. Also, you know, having your tracks too tight, you do use a lot more fuel. And for people that are just running the machines, they're probably not paying too much attention to that, but I guarantee you your boss is paying attention to it. The pro tip is always check the specs on your manufacturer's owner's manual. It'll give you guys all the specs that you need to tighten everything to across the whole machine, not just your tracks, but that's what we're talking about today is tracks. Make sure whenever you're running them in mud, snow, and ice, that you guys check them a little bit more often. Just they seem to loosen up a little bit more on those terrains, but just take care of them. You guys all know that these aren't cheap, and it's a wear part, so we want to make it wear as long as we possibly can. And I think with running the Ultra tracks, from what we've noticed, that we've got tremendous luck with them. This machine is strictly on forestry mulcher, so you guys know that do this, it chews the tracks up. As you're going across all the stumps that you just shredded, it is chunking these tracks up left and right. These have just been super durable for us, and we cannot thank the guys over at Ultra Track and Tire enough for always keeping us in stock with this stuff. So if you guys are looking for a set of tracks and it's time to get a set for your machine, or in the near future, give Wyatt a call or email the guys off their website, give them a phone call, whatever, that you guys can get a hold of them any way possible. They can drop ship a set of tracks right to your front door, and in a few hours, probably even less than that if you've had to do it as many times as I have before I got Ultra Tracks, you guys will have them done in a jiffy and you'll have a brand new set of tracks on and you'll be ready to conquer the world.